Hi guys, it's JC, the Gospel Centered Health Coach. I'm in my car again this week. It is a crazy week. I have so much going on, but I wanted to record a video real quick. I've got some stuff on my mind. I know I said in my last video it's going to be emotional eating most of this month, but this is just a little tangent. I've been thinking a lot about sugar and addiction and denial, as you can tell probably by the title of this video, because I think this is the time of year. I'm recording this in January. This is the time of year when everybody's, on their program, their new diet, their new program. I'm even following a 40-day sugar fast Facebook page where all 40 days people are going off sugar, and it's so great. It's so great. And all these efforts are wonderful. I support them. It's such a good time of year to kind of get back on track after the holidays. But I think sometimes the difference with long-term longevity with this and lasting results is shifting in our brain the way we see sugar. Now, some of us, I'm not talking to all of us, hear me. Some of us have what's called sugar sensitivity. This is coined by sugar addiction expert KATHLEEN, and I'll link her books below. She studied alcoholics first and then started to realize that they were all, as they were getting sober, they were going to sugar, all of them. And she went, wait a second. And so she started studying the body chemistry of those that struggled with sugar and really had an addictive, were kind of stuck on it. And she coined the phrase sugar sensitive, which means simply that some of us, our bodies respond to sugar differently than others. We are addictive with it. It's exactly like the principle of an alcoholic. Some people can take one drink and then leave it for a couple of months and not even worry about it again. Other people, one drink means 50. Means they'll go on a binge, means it's their body is addictive with alcohol. It's very accepted that some people's bodies just tend toward alcoholism, and we have treatments around that, but we kind of don't see sugar the same way. And that's what she did in her work, is she said it's the same with sugar for a lot of us, not all of us. Now the test is really simple. It's just the idea of, if you walk into the kitchen and see a plate of hot chocolate chip cookies fresh out of the oven, how do you respond? Can you just go, am I hungry? I'm not really hungry. I don't think I'm gonna have any right now. Those of us that are sugar sensitive, that are addictive with sugar, that is not even on the table. That's not even an option. Your brain is like, all of them, pound all of them right now. Like, you don't just eat one. It's like, even if you're white knuckling it, you'll have three. We would never pass up an opportunity for sugar or carbs or chocolate or whatever your thing is. That's the way to know if your body is sugar sensitive. We don't need, I don't think, a sugar addiction expert to tell us this is the test for sugar sensitivity, because we know. We've seen the people around us. My husband with sugar is very like, I'm not really in the mood. And I always laugh, like, how can you not be in the mood? How can you not be like driven to eat all of the things, all of it? So if we know that our body is more sensitive to sugar, like an alcoholic knows that he is prone to alcoholism, then it means that we need to handle it differently. Some of us that know we're sugar sensitive or know we're kind of addictive with it, we'll go off it, but we always have intentions like, but I want to be in a place where I'm in moderation with this. I just want to eat sugar in moderation, because the thought of giving it up forever is devastating. Emotionally, mentally, physically devastating. So we try to find a way. It's like we're alcoholics going, I have to find a way to live with this. I have to find a way to drink a couple a day, even though our body's never going to cooperate with that because it's addictive. So shifting the denial that I could handle sugar in a normal way, shifting that, embracing the truth, ditching the denial that, oh, no, I'm sure I can get to a place where I can handle it normally. I don't have a body chemistry that allows me to do that. I'm just like an alcoholic that has to embrace step 1 of the 12 steps and say, I'm powerless over this. Sugar is a substance, just like alcohol, and some of us can't react to it normally. I think the problem is alcohol and drugs and, cigarettes and some of the other addictions, they have more of a negative moral meaning to them, right? Like, you could get arrested for a DUI, you can get arrested for drugs. Like, they are more of a negative, like sinful or negative moral, vibe to them. Sugar doesn't feel that way. Sugar feels happy and awesome, and why would it ever be a bad thing? And so we think, oh, it has to be good to include it. We can't see it like that. But if your body is sugar sensitive, when you eat sugar, there's going to be irritability. There's going to be a battle with depression. Your serotonin gets low. Your beta endorphin gets low. You're going to be irritable with your family. There's going to be mood swings. There are going to be consequences. And there's going to be binges because you are sugar sensitive. Do you see how we kind of, to get to a healthy place with sugar, those of us that are sugar sensitive like this, that know we're addictive with it, have to get to the point where we know our body functions differently. We're not in denial about that anymore. We're not telling ourselves these stories that we can do it in a healthy way. Now, granted, let me tell you my story. Because I finally got to that point and I said, all right, I'm addictive with this, and I'm done with the depression, and I'm done with the irritability and yelling at my kids, and I'm crazy, and I'm done with the crazy. And so to break the addiction, I was off of sugar for solid off of it for 10 years. And I know that freaks people out because they're like, how did you do it? And I have other videos on that and classes on that I can walk you through it slowly. It's not a cold turkey, hold your breath. There's ways to do it. But now, 16 years in, I have found that I can eat a little sugar. So I'm not saying like an alcoholic, you can never touch it the rest of your life. But when I was in my full-blown addictive state, I couldn't. And now that I'm to this place, I still can't eat a Krispy Kreme or a Milky Way or it makes me sick and my body rejects it. And I can have a little dark chocolate. I can have a little honey. But I am sugar sensitive. And so to think that I could ever get back to a place where I could eat like I used to, heavy chocolate, heavy carbs all the time, I always will have the same results: binges, addiction, depression, mood swings, irritability. It comes with being sugar sensitive. So I don't know if that's repetitive from some of my other stuff, but I know some new people have joined the channel lately, and I just want to throw that out there. Please listen. I'm offering grace. There is a way to heal the sugar sensitive body. If you do nothing else, take my sugar addiction class. It's super cheap. I'll put the link below. And it's even cheaper if you bundle it with my 4-course bundle that has 4 courses, 4-hour-long courses you can take on emotional eating and faith-based eating and things like that. And I'll put those links. My sugar addiction class goes into all of this. There's a way to do it slowly, with grace, with the Lord's help. Heal your body. It is not the old deprive, restrict, diet mentality. That's not how we get past an addiction. But for those of us that are sugar sensitive, the body does need healing. And getting past the denial of that is the first step. I'll also link the sugar addiction expert, Kathleen DESMAISONS. I'll link her stuff below too if you want to check that out. There is a path to healing, but the first step is ditching the denial. Hope that helps. Have a great day. We'll see you next time.